Receiving homework. It's one of the hardest things I find to do, and I've had to do a lot of work on the whole subject of receiving throughout my past 20 years of recovery. And I'm not alone in that. I find many people have trouble receiving, especially super mothers and well, mothers in general. I think, when we become, and parents, but I suppose I've heard it more from women, that we become that primal magnetic pull to give and do for our children, which is what the spiritual contract is all about, can so easily mean that we kind of let self-care in emotional receiving for ourselves drop off the back. We do tend to put our children first. It's hard not to. But sometimes at midlife, women have forged a habit of giving, and receiving does not come naturally. Also, for some of us, receiving has felt scary because when people gave to us, there was a hook or a condition. So we just tried to intercept feeling let down or naive for having believed that the compliment or the gift was not an emotional hook. Anyway, I suppose what I'm getting to is that if we hog all of the giving, it becomes a one-way street relationship, and it's hardly fair that we complain that our relationships are one way if we don't make space for other people to give back. And I tell you what, it does feel like disinfectant on a wound sometimes, or it feels awkward and tender, like a muscle you haven't worked for a while, when people start to want to give to you and actually get quite insistent about you accepting their gift of love or their gift of attention or their gift of affection or their gift of a compliment when it comes from a heartfelt space. And I noticed yesterday, I had a group of girlfriends over, and they're all really strong women and all super mothers as well. And we fall over ourselves to make sure that we give to each other emotionally, and I think, the way a man gives to a woman is very unique to that sacred relationship, but the way women give to women is also very unique and very, very nourishing, especially when you get a group of women together that are consistently doing the output, to have an exchange of giving and sharing, which is what I was privileged to be amongst yesterday, is truly beautiful. So as you review this word, if you get a chance to read the word vitamin, it's an opportunity for you to see how much receiving you are allowing into your life. And I've framed today's word vitamin with the pin-up people for today's word vitamin, Catherine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. And often too, receiving is just about holding a gaze. It's not about verbal exchange. And I don't know about you, but sometimes my husband just looks at me across a room, and if I stop and look at him and hold the gaze, we can find we both end up smiling because we didn't have to speak. We were both just exchanging a loveliness. And you can do that with girlfriends or your children across a room. Just exchange an affectionate thought or a smile, and receiving it is just to smile back and say, thank you, I see you, I heard you, I felt you. Anyway, food for thought on what kind of reception you provide for others when they try to give to you. Do you push them back and go, no, I'm fine, or allow them to give and say thank you very much? One last thing, I was told that I needed to do some homework when my children were hugging me when I first got clean and sober, and to make sure that when they were giving me a hug, I was the last to let go. And I didn't realise that was a real discipline for me, because I was always the first to let go. It was some work that I had to do because I felt guilty to receive their beautiful love. Anyway, that just popped into my mind. Lots of love. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.